Well, hello, friends, and happy Sunday. Today is March 26th, and I would like to invite you to join me on the final 22 days of what has been the most remarkable journey that began back on January 1 of 2014. Now, a quick side note first. You would think that before rolling camera, I would take the time to shower, dab on a bit of makeup, or at the very least, run a brush through my hair. But the fact that I didn't is intentional. I want this to be real, I want this to be raw, and I want you to know exactly where I am on this journey. So going back to January 1, 2014, on that day, Savannah and Nevaeh and I had been released from a month-long inpatient stay at the hospital where they had been taking part in an intensive feeding program. So we got home on New Year's Eve, we had a family slumber party, we watched the ball drop, it was a great family night, and then I woke up the next morning, showered, and promptly realized I could no longer button even my largest jeans. Now, I am 46 years old. This is by no means a unique speed bump in the road of life, so I simply took a look at my good buddy the treadmill, dusted him off, and went for a 3-mile run and thought I was going to die. But I stuck with it. And after a few weeks of running, I realized I was feeling strong and that I'd hit a rhythm, and I got this crazy idea in my head. What if I go ahead and train for a marathon? And it was a dream at that point. So I called a running buddy of mine. I would even call her a mentor. And she helped me take that dream from my heart to my head, turn it into a goal, write it down on paper, and figure out exactly what it would take to get there. And I did that. And on December 31st, I ran a marathon. And it felt good. And I got an even crazier idea in my head. If I could run a marathon and it would feel good, what if I gunned for the marathon? What if I could run Boston? It's on a world stage. You have to qualify to get in. And once you qualify, you have to make a cut to make the actual roster. And that is where I am today. I qualified, I made the cut, and I just walked in the door from my final long distance training run of 21 miles, and now I have 22 days of taper, and in that 22 days, I get to rest and just get ready for the race and heal and repair. And here is why I want you on this journey with me for the last 22 days. And here's why I didn't shower before cutting this video. I want you to take a good long look at me. I'm about 4'10" and 3/4. I weigh right around 100 pounds. If you walk through any given room, I am not going to catch your eye. And if I do catch your eye, I'm a realist. I know that the very last thought to go through your head is going to be, ooh, that girl's an athlete. All right? In fact, if you walked past me on a beach, you would probably kick sand in my face. And yet, look, in 22 days, I get to live a dream. I get to run a race on the world stage with some of the most elite athletes in the world. And so here is why I want you on this journey with me. I want you to realize that number one, hitting a goal is not specific to athletics. You already know that. I want you to look in your heart right now, and I want you to think about any part in your life that if you could dream and if you could change, you could make it happen. Maybe you want to double your income. Maybe you want to work on your marriage. Maybe you want to work on your parenting. Maybe you do have an athletic goal. Maybe you want to lose 100 pounds. Your goal itself doesn't matter. What does matter is the fact that you have the right mindset. I will tell you that taking this 46-year-old scrawny body to the Boston Marathon has nothing to do with ability. It has nothing to do with skill. It has everything to do with laying down a goal and then growing into that goal incrementally every single day, getting stronger and moving ahead until you've nailed it. So, search your heart. Is there anything in there that you want to change in your life? And what I want to do is over the next 22 days, I want to introduce you to the mindset that number one, you can do it, number two, that it is achievable, and number three, that it's simple. It is a matter of growing each and every day toward that goal. So I look forward to seeing you over the next 22 days.